Hello. Right now, I look like a baked bean. But at the end of this video, I'm going to look like a Nubian queen. While I'm going through my metamorphosis, I'm going to be talking about things I hate. So don't get it twisted. This isn't a makeup tutorial or a hair tutorial. Because a makeup guru is something that I am not. Just think of it as me, your homegirl, keen with you about things that I do not like. Okay, you with me? I'm with you. You with me? I'm with you. You with me? Let's get it then. Number 1. Kids misbehaving in public. By the way, I sprayed my hair with water off camera. Now listen. I understand that kids can be a pain. Believe me, I know. Don't get me wrong, I don't have kids, but I've babysat enough to know that they are a pain in the ass. That being said, if your child is over the age of 5, then there is no need for them to be misbehaving in public. By misbehaving, I mean being noisy on public transport, vandalizing public transport, or even public property, being blatantly disrespectful. Because let me tell you something, by the age of 6, I knew how to behave in public, or my parents made me behave in public. I wasn't barging into my elders. I wasn't having full-blown tantrum in the street. And yes, I have nieces and I have nephews, I have baby cousins, and they all know how to behave in public. Unless your child has like a mental medical condition, maybe discipline them. I'm not even saying beat your child. I have aunties who live over here who don't beat their kids. And when I tell you, they are so respectful. So yeah, sir, madam, discipline your kids so they know how to behave in public. People who cough with their mouth open. How old are you? Are you a child? Even before Corona, I didn't like this shit. It will not kill you to cover your mouth. It might kill me in the times that we're in to cover your mouth. Let me tell you what happened when I went for my walk today. So in the UK, we're in tier 4, which means we're basically back on lockdown because we have a new mutated deadly strain. You cannot go out unless it's necessary. Only essential shops are open. Bitches have to work from home. You can go for a walk, but most important, wear a mask if you must leave the house. So I'm going on my walk. There was this like 40-year-old guy walking. I don't know how old he was. I'm guessing he was 40. I'm sorry, I was wrong. He was jogging, not walking. And he was coughing his fucking heart out. When I tell you, this guy was all over the place and he's jogging towards me. You guys know I exaggerate, but he sounded like he was on death's door in 2021. The audacity. Next one, random video calls. If you are someone I do not consider a friend, do not randomly video call me. It is rude. It is uncouth. If we're getting to know each other, don't randomly video call me. Don't message me and say, what's up? What are you doing? And then decide, yes, this is the perfect time to video call her. Because I'll hang up. I don't know what you think this is.
Get back, you don't know me like that. Get back, you don't know me like that.
Set an appointment like the rest of my acquaintances. People who take 3 to 5 working days to respond to my text messages. You know what's crazy about this one? Is I do this to other people, especially when I'm depressed, which is a lot. Would you look at that? I am people, people is me. The double standard of it all. 5. People who smell of B.O. This one's near and dear to me. If you live in the Western world and you know you're not poor, you're not homeless, there is no excuse for you to smell like body odor. Now there is a difference between body odor and just plain old smelling. See, you can still get BO when you wash yourself because it is a body odor. So to combat it, you would need to use something called deodorant, roll-on, aerosol spray. Spray that shit under your armpits, ching, ching, you're good to go. I don't know what's in it. Probably God's grace. There is no point, 0 point in bathing yourself, getting dressed to the nine, and then not putting any deodorant on, only for you to leave your house thinking of body odor. Men, I'm talking to you, which leads to my next point. People who smell, period. If you have running water and your bills are paid, why do you smell? You have talk time, you have an iPhone, but you smell.
That doesn't make no sense.
Okay. Next one, misogyny.
Misogyny, dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Do I really need to elaborate on why I dislike misogyny? How about it's used as a weapon to disregard women, their feelings, and when they are sexually abused, especially if they're women of colour? Next, Bible thumpers. People who are like, well, in the Bible it says 1, 2, 3, so you shouldn't do 1, 2, 3. Are you God? Are you God? 'Cause let me tell you something. The Bible also says that, you shouldn't have sex before marriage. And I know a lot of you are doing all of that. A lot of you are doing all of that. So please, shut up. Leave me to live my life. And I'll see you on Judgment Day, sis. Sir. Number 9, clout chasers.
Bitch, I'm so terrified. You wish you could say nigga like me, bitch, you can't. Bitch, I'm strapped.
Unfortunately, I have a love-hate relationship with clout chasers because clout chasers are so entertaining.
A rat like me to come home and still do more numbers than you, I will be mad too.
I would be mad too.
So I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna take that out. People who get my star sign wrong. This only happens to me on the internet. Oh my god, you must be a Virgo. You're giving me Sagittarius energy. You must be an Aries. Like, no, I'm not. Honey, I am an Aquarius. An Aquarius. And it is because I'm an Aquarius that I'm even looking down on you for making such a stupid statement. And again, it's usually unsolicited. Like, I remember on my TikTok, right, I posted the video clown behavior, and some girl was like, girl, you must be, I think, a Libra or a Virgo, one of them, right? She's like, I'm just gonna say Libra because I think it was Libra. She's like, you must be a Libra. And I was like, nope. Okay, well, you have got to have it in your chart somewhere. And I was like, nope, nowhere in my chart. And yes, I am one of those crazy bitches who believes in star signs. Okay, so do with that what you will. I'm just not going to force my star sign onto other people's. As an Aquarius, I don't need to. Judgmental aunties and uncles, those ones that are quick to report to your parents. You've gained some weight. How come you don't have a boyfriend? I saw so and so with a boy the other. How come you don't have any kids? What happened to your grades? And it's usually the one whose kids are just the worst. The worst. Out there doing every single type of drug there is. Out there joyride. Out there being a hoe. But you post a bikini pic, or your new girlfriend is of a different race or a different tribe. You put on weight. You lose weight. They've always got something to say. Meanwhile, their house is in a shambles. People with bad teeth. Again, unless you're very poor or homeless, brush your teeth. Men with high standards for women but themselves. I don't understand men who look like shit. No job. No ambition. No money. Bad teeth. Bad breath. Tiny penis to match. Have all these requirements. For women, she must be able to cook. She has to be able to clean. She has to be pretty but she can't know it. Doesn't wear makeup. Has a degree but doesn't want to use it. Must bear all my children. She has to be light skinned or white, but if she's dark skinned, she has to be 10 out of 10. When she wakes up, rainbows has to come out of her butt. The people who get mad at women for having high standards. See how I said people and not just men? Because there are women with internalized misogyny who do it too. I'm gonna get to you bitches next. I don't see why a woman who has worked hard, makes 6 figures, shouldn't expect a man who also works hard and makes 6 figures. Apparently she should say, apparently it is bad for a woman to want to date a man who is on the same level as them or higher. Next is a pick-me girl or a pick-me woman. These are usually women who have internalized misogyny. It's usually women who, or girls with low self-esteem. And I used to be a pick-me girl. I used to be a pick-me woman. But the Lord saved me. So how to know if you are a pick-me? Let me tell you. Girls are women who go out of their way to buy a man's affection and they don't get anything in return. Not no loves, not no hugs, nothing but shit. Girls who are like, I'm not like other girls. Women who are like, if you watched me put on all this makeup and you sat there and you're like, you know, I'm not like a girl like that who puts on so much makeup, because men don't like girls who wear a lot of makeup. You're a pick-me. Women or girls who look down on other girls for having high standards. I just think women should humble themselves if they want a man and then look down on other girls who do it. That's the worst thing. It's the fact that you do the opposite of what other girls do and relish in it, and then on top of that look down on other girls who do it. I don't see anything wrong with a man who hits a woman. I mean, sometimes a woman just deserves it. Sometimes women can talk out the side of their mouth. You know, some girls can't be mad that they get raped, because if they were dressed promiscuously, what do they expect? And you know what's so sad about a lot of these pick-me girls? A lot of them don't grow out of it. They get married and they turn into our aunties. If you are a pick-me, listen to me right now, because a lot of you are. Agreeing with a man or a boy's misogynistic view of the world isn't going to get you the guy. It's going to get you used. It's going to get you in a relationship that's shit. Trust me, I've been there. I know. Next, bad wigs. If you can leave your house in a shitty wig as opposed to your natural hair, and I'm not talking about going to the shop, I'm talking about going to work, like going out, going to a restaurant, then there's something. Is everything okay at home? And this isn't just for black women, because I know a lot of people think, oh, black women. No, white girls walk around with bad wigs too, and I'm sick of it. white girls walk around with bad hair extensions, and I'm sick of it. It shouldn't stink, and it shouldn't look like there is a cat on your head. And if your natural hair is giving you problems, wear a head wrap. It's 2021, babe. Just wear a head wrap. Listen, I wear a head wrap every other day. It doesn't mean that I don't have no hair. It just means that I cannot be bothered to style my hair that day. And that's okay, but I'd rather do that than wear what looks like a dead cat on my head. Next, people with fake haters. I got all these haters. I got all these haters. What haters, fam? Where are these haters? Show me these haters. Haters are gonna love this. Show me the haters. Show me one. Just one. At least one hater. Then, please. A lot of you women are just talking about your boyfriend's side bit. A lot of you men are just chatting shit. People who say you should forgive family members no matter what. Let me tell you something, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter who you are. If you wrong me enough time, I will cut you off like an umbilical cord. Oh, you should forgive him because that's still your cousin, that's still your uncle, that's still your auntie. No, I don't give a damn. Get out of my life. So you can cause me more stress. You're mad. People who insult other people's children online. Let me tell you something. There's a special place in hell for people who insult other people's children online or offline, but especially online, because you could never say it to that person's face ever. That's why you're saying it online. Insult everyone all day, every day, but their kids? People who put prayer over therapy. Now this one is definitely near and dear to my heart, especially. If you have someone who is suffering from a mental illness, if you have someone who is depressed, telling them to just pray is not going to solve the problem. Let me tell you a little secret about God. God created everything, right? God also created therapists. At a certain point in someone's life, they were going to need therapy because just talking to God isn't going to help. There's a saying, God helps those who help themselves. So if you pray and pray and pray and you're not seeking the help that God has put upon earth for the therapist, I don't know, but a therapist could help. Let me tell you something, as someone who has suffered from depression, as someone who has suffered from an eating disorder and still does, therapy helped me immensely, period. And that's all I've got to say on that. You know, we've done our face and we've gotten things off our chest, haven't we, Lloyd? This is Lloyd. Anything that I have said has insulted you. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart that I do not give a fuck. These are my opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Do you know what's so crazy? Once upon a time I actually said that on Facebook to some guy when I was just talking about my opinions, and he thought that I was calling him an asshole.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Why are you running? Why are you running?